What's up, ladies and suckers? It's tbe365. Welcome to another story time, and this is a sad story. The title speaks for itself. That basically describes the story in one word: FML, or one phrase, I should say, FML. So we're gonna get right into the story, right? So I'm in college. I go to Riverside Community College. You know, I like college. You know, college is cool. I like the people, like the professors, like my friends. You know, I like the things they offer, the free tutoring, you know, a lunchroom, lots of computers, lots of study areas, and lots of women. But everything about college is nice, it's good, it's chill, little strenuous sometimes. But there's one thing I can't stand about school, especially college, because it kind of got a lot harder in college, and that's freaking math. Alright, I cannot stand math. Just math does not make sense to me. Math is a type of subject that I'll understand it for like 2 minutes, and then the teacher gives us, like a teacher will explain it, he'll do this thing, and I'll get it, I'll be like, yeah. Go to the example, I'll be sitting at the paper like, that, man. I'll just be doing that, man. So math just don't make sense to me. And I failed my math class about last fall semester. I had to take it over the winter, so you guys can tell that's like the only class I ever failed in my life. Actually, there was a math class I failed in high school. I got a D, but an F, the first F I ever got was in my last math class I took before this. I had to retake it, but now I'm in this class, statistics, and just the stats is hard as a mug. It's one of the hardest class I ever taken, and I studied for like 3 hours before my first test, got an F, failed it. So I'm like, you know what, gotta step up, gotta go to tutoring. It's free, I gotta go there. So I go to tutoring, sign up for a tutor. I don't want to say his real name, but we gonna call him Devin. All right, Devin. Sign up for Devin. First day, get into Devin. He a cool guy. I see one of my other, because the tutoring sessions have 3 people in it, or max of 3 people, and there's a guy who was in our class, this girl who's in our class, and me. So we're in there. He's teaching me all the statistics stuff. He's teaching it like in a new way, a lot simpler way. It makes a lot. He was breaking it down in steps. It's like how my teacher was teaching it, but more detailed and broken down in some little kind of shortcuts, you could say. But kind of he was describing the vocab, and it started making sense to me, like the z-scores and the chi-squares. You guys probably don't understand that. That's like statistics talk, but he was breaking it down. It started to make sense to me. Like my classmate who was in there, it made so much sense to her. She liked him so much. She scheduled for one-on-one appointments for like 3 weeks. You know, just 3 weeks in the future, like, cause she wanted to pass. That's good. You know, she wanted to pass. It's nice to see. But so I'm starting to make sense of this math. It's starting to make sense to me. And in this class, we don't get homework. He does not give us homework. He does not give us quizzes. All we have is tests. That's all you're graded on. There's nothing else. Just 2% of your grade is class activities. 2%? 2%? But that's pretty much it. So everything is tests. We don't have to turn in homework. We don't have to do homework. So for my last test, I think what hit me the most or hurt me the most was what was I doing? I was doing the homework too much. I was doing the homework, and in homework, each section is like, this section is on adding, this section is on dividing, and this section is on subtraction. So you already know what you're going to do in all those problems in that section, and all the problems in the other sections. You already know what you're going to do. But in the test, it doesn't tell you what you're going to do. It just tells you a word problem. You got to remember what you know and do that. So I thought the best way for me to study was to just get examples from what my teacher's examples, to just rewrite them and then do the problem over again. Because he gave us examples to like do on our own and to do outside of class. So I just wrote those down. And the only thing about that is I had no way to check the answers. Keep noting that I had no way to check the answers because there are examples that he gave for us to do outside of class. So I was doing those examples and I was getting them right. I mean, I thought I was getting them right. I was getting them right. My tutor was like, yeah, that's how you do it, bro. Y'all, dude. Y'all, damn. You know, yeah, you're doing it, man. I like it. You know, I scheduled him. Yeah, because I liked him too. So I scheduled him in the future too, just like the girl did. But I scheduled with them. We were doing math. All math made sense. And then one day in class, I'm chilling in class, looking at the teacher's like, he's doing blah blah blah. I'm feeling like I got this. I'm gonna pass this class. Yeah, he's doing it a little bit different than what's his name? What I name him? Devin was doing. He's doing a little bit different than Devin, but I got him. And then a girl who was who was in the tutor also, she raises her hand. Professor? He goes, yeah. My tutor taught me how to do it this way. Blah 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 blah. Now I try to help her out because the professor was like, really? Another way? I was like, yeah. She's right. Yeah, you know, that's the easier way. I thought we're gonna be like the prophets of the class. We're gonna show them the way. We're gonna lead them to the light. Boy, that's what I thought too. I'm like, yeah, that's the easier way. You do this, dot. The professor goes to her paper, looks at it, goes, what the hell is this? This moment, I'm just scared. I'm like, no. I'm thinking, like, what did he just say? He just said, what the? And the professor was like, this does not make any sense. What is this? This is not statistics. This is trash. Who taught you this? She goes, I'm like, please don't say our tutor. Please say she got a different tutor. Because I haven't seen her a couple weeks because she went to go do one-on-one. I don't know if it was with Devin, but I'm pretty sure it was. But she says, Devin? Oh, that's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, I'm just going crazy. I'm like, math finally makes sense. And now this professor wants to sit here and tell me everything I learned is wrong? He was like, this, you don't do this like this. This is trash. You're supposed to take the zero, blah, 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 blah. I'm just getting shot up right now. I'm just like, oh. I'm like, no. Math finally makes sense. And this professor spent the whole hour, the rest of the hour, we had like an hour left, roasting his tutor. He was like, I'm gonna talk to the tutoring service. I'm gonna get this guy, fired. I mean, he didn't say he's gonna get him fired, but you could tell that if you're gonna call somebody to have a problem with somebody, you're gonna get that body fired. I'm like, dang, no, man. And Devin is a cool guy, but he low-key seemed kind of evil deep inside. Like he looks like a serial killer, but he's a cool guy. But I'm just saying, if he was a serial killer, I wouldn't be surprised. So I was kind of scared. I'm like, he gonna think I exposed him. So I was kind of scared. I was like, oh shoot, he gonna be watching me or something. I don't know. He gonna be kind of watching me. So I'm like, I'm gonna kind of fly under the radar. I don't want him to see me. But that girl, I don't want her to get something to happen to her. So I'm kind of watching my back now. I'm like, I had to cancel all the appointments, so that's already sketchy right there. So he probably thinks I exposed him. But I don't want to talk to him about it because I don't want to, snitch and tell him, that girl, she said, no, I didn't want to do that. So I was going to fly under the radar, so I secretly cancel all the appointments I had with them. And then I see the girl walking one day to class. I'm a hoodie on like this. I'm scared because, Devin, he about to get fired. And when you get fired, you're going to be angry. You're going to be looking for revenge. Like Drake, so, I walk up to her. One day after class, I see her walking. I'm like, hey, be careful on these streets. And I walk away. Because you don't know what can happen. Devin on the loose. He might catch a body.